this wonderful season. So get ready to dig into your brain to recall those moments, those memories, so that you can share some warm memories with us too. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guest, we welcome you to today's meeting. For the benefit of the guests, I would like to explain the structure of the meeting. The meeting is divided into three rounds. The first is the prepared speech round, where members will be delivering speeches based on the projects and paths that they have chosen. It is very much resembles like tea. As for perfect tea, we need to follow steps. Similarly, for perfect speech, we need to follow certain steps too. The second part of the session is the table topic round, where members can participate thinking and speaking on their feet. This round is also known as impromptu speech section. Guests are welcome to participate in this round as well. Very good for them. This is very much like rain in winters, comes unpredictable and uninvited. Do you agree to this? The impromptu session? Absolutely. Yeah. The third and the final part is the evaluation round, in which all the prepared speeches as well as other aspects of the session will be evaluated by the journal evaluator and her team. So how useful was the tea and how the rain have behaved can be evaluated by the evaluators here. Yeah. Isn't it? So with this, I hand over the mic. Yes. The journal evaluator of the day.
Thank you, Aman. Thank you for giving me the stage. And winter comes with its shivering and its long nights. Yeah, I'm not going to recite the whole of the Game of Thrones thing, but let's go on. Let's call on the stage the person who will help us make this meeting really special and really improve in the sense that we are over here for. For this, let's call on stage the first auxiliary role players. Auxiliary role player, that is the grammarian of the day. With a round of applause, guys, if you could just put your hands together for Toastmaster Priyanka.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the warm welcome. So, in spite of the winter, I'm so glad that everyone here has been really warm towards me and welcomed me into the club. So, thank you so much for that. Now, I relate winter with Delhi because that's where I first experienced winter. But I also relate Delhi to one more very important thing in my life, which is English. My mom and I, we discovered our love for English in Delhi because my mom started teaching English while I was studying in American Montessori in Gurgaon. As you can see, Delhi plays a huge role for us when it comes to grammar and English. So today, as your grammarian, I'm very excited that I'm doing it with a lot of Delhiites who come from New Delhi. Um, to explain my role for the day, I would like to first of all start by thanking our Toastmaster of the day and our general evaluator for calling me on stage. Now, as grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers and listen carefully to their language. I'll take note of not so correct usage of the English language as well as examples of good usage. As grammarian, it's also my duty to introduce the word of the day. It's already been put on chat, but I'll also repeat it right now. So for today's meeting, the word is regale, which means to entertain. So, an example of the word would be I'm pretty sure that our Toastmaster of the day today will regale all of us with a very entertaining and very exciting theme, which is winter. So, thank you. And whenever anyone uses the word of the day correctly, we'll all show a thumbs up on the screen to support that particular person. So, thank you so much. And back to the general evaluator, Palash. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priyanka. It was really nice done. I hope everyone gets the feel of what a grammarian is doing. With that, let's welcome on stage the next auxiliary role player. He will help us out in a very specific tones that we carry out in the meeting. With a huge round of applause, please welcome on stage Toastmaster Anshu. She's our counter of the day.
Okay. So, गाजर का हलवा, सरसों का साग, and hot steaming coffee. are my go-to things in winters. What are yours? So, on that yummy note, I would like anybody to guess my role for today's meeting. I think like Palash has already like disclosed that. So, yes, my role is of the hour counter. My role is to count the number of unnecessary sounds and repetitive words that you may use when you are on stage. I will be observing and taking notes of words like you know, and like. These are fillers words that affect the effectiveness of a speech. I will present my report when called upon by the journal evaluator. Back to you, Palash, the journal evaluator of the day. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshu. I hope everyone is on board with the what our counter is doing for the day. Now it is time for us to call a person who will help us make everything within the given slot that we have. For that, let's call on the stage Toastmaster Deepthi, the timer of the day. With a huge round of applause, guys, everyone on the video can put their hands together for Toastmaster Deepthi.
Thank you, Palash. So, how I introduce my role is going to be like, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. And well, of course, you guessed it right. I'm the timer for the day. And as a timer, I will be recording all the time for not only the prepared speeches, the table topics, and their respective evaluations, but also for all each of our role players, and in both sections, the introductions and towards the end when you guys give your reports out. So better beware. Okay, I'm going to be the checker here. And as far as the timings are concerned, so prepared speeches, we have 5 to 7 minutes with 30 seconds of grace on both the sides. For table topics, the time limit is 2 to 3 minutes and 30 seconds only on the upper side. And for sorry, I think I spoke for the evaluators. So evaluators have 2 to 3 minutes, and the table topics are 1 to 2 minutes with only 30 seconds on the upper side. I'll be showing and sharing my screen with the respective color of cards. So a green, yellow, and red, just like the traffic red lights. So just watch out these slides or as indicators. And all the best to everybody. Back to you, Palash, our boss of the day.
Thank you, Deepthi. No one is a boss over here. We are helping everyone. With that, if you find yourself drooling over or passing over the thoughts and not giving attention to the meeting, we have a specific person who will help you out in that and make sure that if you pay attention to the meeting, you get some goodies. With that, with a round of applause, everyone who's on the screen, put your hands together for Toastmaster Iqbal.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Plus. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The most beautiful thing about winter I like is cold weather, fog around us, and a hot blanket I'm sleeping inside. The winter is one of my favorite season. The food what we are eating in the winter is slightly changed from the summer. I like it. The cloth what we are wearing is slightly different from the other season. I love it. And the way we are sleeping in the winter, I love it. So what I'm trying to say, the winter is one of my favorite season, and I really like it. With this, I would like to introduce myself. I am Toastmaster Iqbal, active listener of the day. I will listen everything during the whole meeting and will ask the questions in order to test your listening skills during the general evaluation. Those person who will give the right answer, I will give the virtual goodies. Over to you, Toastmaster Plus.
Thank you, Toastmaster Iqbal. I hope everyone will be very excited about your virtual goodies and we'll keep the tab on it. With that, everyone explaining the auxiliary role players. I'd like to give the stage back to the to the Toastmaster of the day. But before that, I would like to remind everyone that we are here for improvement, and improvement happens through evaluation. And the auxiliary role team players of my would really help us evaluate how we have done throughout the meeting to the different aspects of our speaking. And with this, let's give the stage back to Amandeep, Toastmaster Amandeep, with a huge round of applause. Please, everyone, guys, put our hands together.
Thank you, Palash. Thank you, all the Ox players. Okay, so with this, we head towards our first, part of the meeting, which is prepared speech section. So I would like to call upon the first speaker for this section, which is Chehek. She's fitness enthusiast, loves to cook, travel, and meet new people. But before that, may we have her evaluator to read out her project objectives? Please put your hand together for her evaluator.
Thank you. Toastmaster Chehek will be delivering her speech from level 1, project 2 of the path Persuasive Influence. The purpose of this project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. Timer, please note the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. Thank you.
Please welcome Chehek, Taste of Childhood, Chehek.
Finally, that day came when me, mom, dad, and my brother would visit the neighborhood restaurant to celebrate mom's birthday. The server at the restaurant handed us the menus. We did not need them. We already knew what we were going to order. 1 plate paneer butter masala, 3 plate breads, and a side vegetable. Paneer butter masala is this rich Indian dish made of cottage cheese cubes in a creamy tomato onion gravy. This incident dates way back to when I was 10 years old. Over the years, we have celebrated birthdays, school results, my parents' promotions, and numerous such incidents at that restaurant. 1 plate of paneer butter masala became 2, but the dish remained the same. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I have been a vegetarian all my life and have relished paneer or cottage cheese in different forms, be it cottage cheese sandwiches, cottage cheese rolls, cottage cheese dumplings, cottage cheese with peas, and so many more. My mouth is already watering as I say this. Back in the good old school days, my mom would put together a dish of cottage cheese for my tiffin every second day. And when I say every second day, I am not exaggerating. Because I remember this one time when I was probably in class 4 or 5, one of my friends actually asked me, "Do you own a cow at home?" A few years back, I started dabbling my hand at cooking. And I have always been fond of paneer or cottage cheese. But besides that, the different dishes that I've picked up are mostly from my mom. I would call her up at random times of the day. I would ask her about a spice or an ingredient needed for a certain dish that I was preparing at that point in time. Side by side, I also kept trying new recipes that I got off the internet. Gradually, I began to be considered a fine cook by my friends and family. Amongst all these dishes, nothing beats my love for the paneer butter masala. Being the foodie that I am, I have tried this dish at several places. At home, at restaurants, at dhabas, that is roadside eateries, weddings, once even outside India when I was feeling a bit homesick. When I started cooking, I have tried preparing this too, plenty of times. But neither me nor any of these places came even close to replicating the flavor that I remember from that restaurant I went to as a kid. This year, with the COVID lockdown, when we couldn't eat out or order in, I decided to take my experiments with cooking a notch up. I planned to perfect the dish I loved the most. Thus began my search for a recipe I had never tried before. After zeroing down on the recipe, I made a big deal about it. I pre-ordered the extra ingredients. I set aside the day on which the dish would be prepared and told my entire family to be ready for supposedly the best paneer butter masala. The D-Day arrived and I got around to preparing the dish. I had set aside 1 hour to cook it, but 1 hour on, I was not even halfway into the cooking process. That's when Dad asked me, "When will dinner get served?" And my mom replied, "It's not ready yet." My dad, "How much more time is it going to take?" And that's when I mumbled meekly, "Just another 15 minutes." 15 minutes on, my dad's like, "Chehek, it's already been 15 minutes. When is it going to be ready?" And my mom said, now apologetically, "I can fix up something else if you like." There I was, poor me. I kept asking for more time. Finally, the dish was ready in 2.5 hours. One bite into it, it hit home. It immediately reminded us of that restaurant we went to years ago. That day, it was like a nostalgic trip down the memory lane. It was spent talking about the multiple times we had visited that restaurant, the multiple joyous occasions we had celebrated there, and in general, the multiple ups and downs we faced as a family during those times. I am still very critical of myself as a cook, and I'm not sure if I did justice to that dish. But that day, more important than the dish itself, were the memories associated to it. Those memories made me reflect on the influence that part of my life has had on me as a person today. As we grow up and life takes over, we seldom revisit our childhood memories. These memories are more often than not locked up in a part of our brain. They may be rekindled by different things, perhaps visiting your childhood home, or perhaps reading the same book you read when you were a kid, or possibly even going for a vacation to that same place you went to when you were little. For me, paneer butter masala did the trick. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Well done. Very nice speech. It made my mouth. Hello, am I audible? Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Well done, Chehek. It made my mouth water. It was wonderful speech. Okay, so when Chehek was asked that whether she would, be a bear hibernating during the winter or a reindeer celebrating Christmas, she said she would rather be a reindeer celebrating Christmas. Each season has its own charm, and same is true for winters. Each year she looks forward to Christmas, New Year, and the holiday season. We wish you all the best for the winters, Chehek, and it was a wonderful speech. I would like to have the link for the feedback. Can we have that, please?
Aman, we can send the feedback in the personal chat to directly to the speaker.
Yes, yes. Please send it. Okay. So with that, we would like to call upon the second speaker, who is Astha Agarwal. She's college student and secretary of NDTM. But before that, may we have the evaluator to read out her project objectives? Please put your hands together for the evaluator. Can we have Astha's evaluator stage?
Yes. Just a second. Okay. Toastmaster Astha is going to present her speech from the project Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of a previous experience as a protege or clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. Timer, please note that the time allotted for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. I will be noting down my evaluation and will be presenting the report in the evaluation segment when called upon by GE. Thank you.
Okay. Please welcome Astha, the elevator button, Astha.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Who is a mentor? What does a mentor do? According to Google, a mentor is a trusted and an experienced advisor. According to Toastmaster, a mentor is a member who encourages and guides a fellow member to achieve his aims and objectives. But what does a mentor mean according to me? That is what I want to share in my speech today. I came across various mentors in different parts of my life. Each contributed a lot that makes me, me. Every mentor molded me, be it my teachers who taught me the language I'm speaking today, be it my friends who taught me how to be fun, or be it my family who taught me life. But the mentor I'm going to speak about today is too special for me. Back to the time when, after constant persuasion from my friends, we decided to go for a Toastmaster club. I searched for the nearest club and we selected it. Google Maps was not in a good mood that day. We went searching from street to street looking for the Toastmaster club where the meeting was going to happen. But we couldn't find it. Then we saw a building which was rather old. We went in there with a thought that we can ask people if they know about it. As we went in there, near the elevator, I saw her for the first time with Toastmaster Tariq. She asked me, "What are you looking for?" I said, "We are looking for the Toastmaster club, which is somewhere around here." She said, "I know it. Come with me. It is in the same building." We entered the elevator and she pressed the elevator's button to the next floor. That time, I didn't know that she was in a way pressing the elevator button of my life. I vividly remember she gave her mentor speech that day. She talked about how amazing her mentor was and how she wants to be as good as her. That day, instantly I thought, if I join this club, I want her as my mentor. And whoosh, it has been 8 months that I have this amazing lady, Miss Toastmaster Swati, as my mentor. She has not just been there in this. I feel she has lived every moment of my Toastmasters journey with me. Every speech, every role, every drama of mine, or every non-living WhatsApp display picture I've put, she has been there with me all the time. When Toastmaster journey has been a very up and down journey for me. But I always had her saying, "I'm proud of you during my ups. And don't worry, it will be fine during my downs." She was always there to support me, guide me, look after me. When I asked her why she chose me as a prodigy, she said, "Just randomly." And I love the word randomly since then. During every speech of mine, she was there, smiling and nodding her head every now and then just to make sure I'm confident enough to continue speaking. There have been times when various members of Toastmaster came to me and told me how amazing she is. And in my heart, I was a proud prodigy and a baby sister. I am a person who always feared the first step. She has been that push for me in that first step. She always helped me. and guided me, be it my icebreaker speech or be it that EC role I'm taking it, which I love the most now, or be it being the leader in the presentation competition. I was afraid, nervous, anxious all at the same time. But she was there with me, acting as a backbone, guiding me, supporting me, motivating me throughout the whole process. I won't have made it without her support. We talk like sisters, and I know she will always be there for me. So, every member listening to it today, reach out to your mentor or prodigy, talk to them, know them better, grow the sapling relationship with you have with them into a tree with strong roots that will provide you shade. Nurture this bond. Be as candid as possible. Be friends that look upon each other during hard times. Take this relationship out of Toastmasters and always be there. Take the most out of this relationship. And lastly, I just want to tell that I too want to be as great as a mentor as she is. Thank you.
Thank you, Astha. That was wonderful speech. And Swati would be very happy and delighted to hear the speech. Okay. So when asked one thing you would like to do during winters, Astha replied that sleeping with blanket all day and still not getting enough of it. Astha, so we are in with this. We all want this kind of winters, and during this time, unprecedented times due to COVID and all, and we all are working from home, and we can actually enjoy. We can fulfill our dream. Okay, thank you very much. So with this, we head towards the last speaker of the day, which is Ayush. He's Toastmasters for past 5 years. But before that, may we have his evaluator to read out his his project objectives.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amandeep. Toastmaster Ayush will be delivering his speech from Level 2, Project 3, Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring. The purpose of the project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring. And the purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspects of a previous experience as a protege. Timer, please note the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. I would like to wish Toastmaster Ayush all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Sana. Please welcome Ayush. Power of mentoring, Ayush.
Thank you. A mentor is a person or a friend who guides a less experienced person by building trust and modeling positive behaviors. Mentors are an important part of personal and professional development. I have been blessed with numerous mentors in Toastmasters. Let me give snippets of my learning from each one of them. Coming to the first one, the time I was planning for the event known as Camp of Champ, my aim wasn't high for the meeting, and I was ready to settle for less, around 100 members in that meeting. But Toastmaster, my mentor Gaurav Agarwal, has mentored me to keep my hopes high, the highest, and then work accordingly. We got 600 registrations for a club level meeting, and around 450 members attended that meeting. The moment he guided me, it also it also made me think to do the same in my real life. Now, whenever I plan something in my life, I aim for the topmost and diminish Gaurav's word that Ayush, aim for the highest. With that aim, we did create the biggest meeting in the entire district. Now, coming to the second thing, I am in the PR team of my club. Toastmaster Saurav Thakur is the head of PR as a vice president education. This gentleman has personally taught me to be calm and patient during bewilderment. Sometimes we have a small tiff in the group regarding the data on the posters or with the write-ups. At that time, I get impatient, and a demand for the rectification instantly. Toastmaster Saurav has taught me that patience is a key to success. And so give it a little time and things would fall in the correct places. Similarly, whenever in life I am stuck and became impatient, I reminisce the words of Toastmaster Saurav as he says, give a little time. Coming to the third thing, back in 2018, Kolkata Toastmasters Club was to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the club, and I was keen to become the master of ceremonies in that meeting. With that great responsibility, or with that great meeting comes great responsibility, said my mentor, as Ben Parker and I, being Peter Parker, took it seriously. The master of ceremonies is the one who holds the energy towards the meeting, and if the host fails, the meeting would flop. I wanted to make it a grand meeting which will leave an indelible mark in everyone's heart. So I had taken the mentoring from the mentor known as DTM Naveen Mishra. I remember meeting him twice, especially for the preparation of this meeting, to prepare the script, and that too not on regular meeting days but on separate days. I remember the way Toastmaster, DTM Naveen Mishra, guided me for every minute of my role on the podium. He made me realize the significance of delivering proper introduction of every speaker. Also, not to forget the speech title, the project, and the mentor name. On the meeting day, I performed beautifully, and everybody was impressed, and everybody was connected or contented by the way I conducted. I believe mentors alter the minor mistakes which we often neglect, and those alteration helps us to grow, and then everything goes perfect. Had I not been mentored properly, I would not be able to perform in a big meeting of KTM. I am always thankful to my mentors for showering me with great mentors. Mentors not only help to develop in Toastmasters but also in professional and personal life. Now, whenever I'm stuck in my life, they are always ready to guide me. The best thing about Toastmasters is that all the mentors work for the social work as a voluntary service to the society. No one is paid for anything for their valuable time, and still they dedicate their valuable time to their mentees. This is what makes our organization a beautiful place to be in and an elegant place to be in. Mentors plays a big role in every Toastmasters life, and I hope everybody feels the same whenever it comes to about mentors or the mentees. With that, I would hand over back the podium to the master of ceremonies. And would you like to answer what is your mentee or what is your mentor taught you? Back to you.
Right. So, well done. First of all, Ayush, wonderful speech. And if I have to answer, I hope that was a question to me only. So I have, currently I have 2 or 3 or 4, 5 mentors. I hold, family is a mentor to me because I've been asking, seeking help from like Astha also, from Palash, from, like all the members, and Iqbal also, and Rohan Batra, I should not forget his name, who persuaded me to do this role today. And I'm so grateful. And I'm hiding, somewhere I feel like hiding my face because I think, I'm not doing really well, not doing, justice to the role, but still I'm trying my better and I'll keep on doing. And okay, so that was my, answer to your question, Ayush. And again, once again, reiterating the fact, the wonderful speech. And, when I asked Ayush about his winter delicacies that he relishes the most and with whom. So his answer was dal puri with his cousins. So Ayush, what is dal puri?
Dal puri, haven't you heard? I think, acha, we don't get that in Delhi.
But dal is different thing and puris are different.
Dal puri is something exactly even I don't know, but they make that
Is it called
puri,
kachori?
I mean the roti type of with that dal in it. So it tastes
Oh,
amazing.
Kachori. It's kachori.
great.
Yeah.
Not
Great.
exactly kachori, we say dal, dal ka puri or dal ka kachori with that aloo ka sabji. So once you visit
Okay.
Kolkata, remember me. I will be there at a service and make you eat that. Don't worry.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. To all the speakers, like wonderful speech, and we should give a round of applause to all the speakers. Okay, so with this, I hope, the voting, the link is also, being posted on the chat box. Yeah. So now we'll have, we'll give you 30 seconds to vote for the best speaker of the day. The link is there on the chat box. Please do your bit. Timer, can we note down the 30 seconds?
Yes, sure. Yep, you're done.
Okay, great. Okay, so we are done with the first part. We head towards the second part of the meeting, which is table topic session, which is also known as impromptu speech section. And I know that, it is close to everybody's heart because this is the most, difficult task when we are given, like when we get a chance to speak, impromptu, and it's like we get, fumbled and we don't get what to say. So I think you'll have an idea, all the guests will have an idea what to say and how to, construct your speech. Okay. So to provide us with the challenge for today's table topic round, we have the table topics master who will be conducting the session today. Please help me in welcoming the table topic master for the day, Toastmaster Gulam.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amin.
Yeah.
Am I audible and visible to all of you?
Yes.
Okay. So good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Winter season, a delight to eyes, a dream for sleep lovers, and staying cozy is the top trend. What would I say about winter? A season that everyone loves. Now comes to my role. I am table topic master of the day. Table topic enables a member to develop the skills of impromptu speaking. Table topics help the speaker to quickly organize and think on their feet. Table topics help in different spheres of life, be it an interview, GD, or interacting with people. It provides a speaking opportunity for guests as well, and for members who are not in the agenda. So here we have the procedure, how we do. Each speaker is required to speak for 1 to 2 minutes, and 30 seconds will be given on the upper side. Any speaker speaking for less than a minute or more than 2 minutes 30 seconds will lead to disqualification. So I think everybody is ready, and let's begin the regal session. So to begin with the topic, I would like to have volunteer an experienced member so that we can have a fair idea, so that guests can have a fair idea how we start. Yes. Okay. So please welcome Tariq.
Thank you.
Your topic is long sleep in winters or trip to your favorite place. What would you choose and why?
Long sleep in winters or
And
trip to your
favorite place.
Favorite place.
Yes.
Okay. What
What
should
would
I
you
choose? So actually, thank you, Table Topics Master, for giving me this opportunity to speak about the topic, that is whether I should sleep in for long during the winters, or
should I go on on a trip to my favorite place? So I think I would like to choose the first option, that is to sleep for longer during the winters, because there are other seasons to go to your favorite place too. For example, you can go in the midst of uh, the summer when the sun is scorching bright, and you can take your time off, go to your favorite place, that may be Ladakh or maybe Himachal Pradesh or even any other place outside India. But according to me, it will be better to utilize this beautiful winter season in your cozy bed, and like I'm doing currently. So that is what I would like to share with all of you. And happy and cozy sleep during the winters. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Tariq, for wonderful speech. I believe everyone choose that option to sleep in winters, because in winters, our souls, like when we sleep, it's like fulfill of energy. So let's take the next topic. And can we have a guest? Anyone who want to participate? Please, can anyone?
Sure.
I
We have a raise of, yeah.
Sorry. Yes, Tariq. Yes, Karthik. Okay. Karthik, your topic is places you would like to go during winter season and why.
The places that I'd like to go during winter season. Am I audible?
Yes.
Great. So the places I'd like to go during winter would be, okay, for context, I've grown up in a city like Bombay, which was just the sea, and it was more or less warm all the time. In Bombay, it's said that it's either hot or warm. There's never another season. So which is why during the winter, I'd love to go to some place that had snow. I've never seen snow fall ever in my life. So that's been something on top of my priority list. So for me, if I had to narrow it down to one location, it would be, I'd like to go to Kashmir. And in Kashmir, I'd like to go skiing, because that's something I've never done. So yes, in winter, I think Kashmir would be the place that I'd really like to go. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Karthik. I think places like Kashmir, Uttarakhand, all of the places are very beautiful and everyone want to go there. So, okay, we will go for the next topic. Can we have any volunteers from members or from guests? Anyone can participate? Please raise your hand. I would urge, yes, Flash, Toastmaster Flash. So your topic is playing Antakshari in bonfire or dance at your best friend wedding. What would you choose in winter?
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Gulam. Thanks for the topic. And the topic is Antakshari by bonfire or dance in my friend's barat. So Gulam, thanks for the topic. And the topic is very relatable because in the last 1 week, that's what 2 activities that I'm doing. One of my best friend from school has gotten married yesterday only. So we were around the bonfire playing Antakshari along with other things. Choose it in the night in the darkness and the cold of Delhi. And it was really a sight to remember. I'd say without the bonfire, I would have frozen because no kind of thing would keep you alive when the sun sets and the winters come in. But the most of the thing that I enjoyed better was dancing in the barat because that thing gets recorded, but the bonfire thing never gets recorded. And with that, I'd say that dancing was a much better thing. It gets your muscles moving, it gets your sweats moving, and you really feel like it's not that chilly. But with the bonfire and then actually the chilling creeps up to you, and your songs get all the shiveriness of the winters, and you'll be at the end of the day wondering that why am I even trying to sing? Because as the winters creep up to you, you won't be able to get a single thing out of your mouth without doing that. And in the dancing, no one is ever watching you. They can always do any kind of thing. And with the sweaters and all those things, you can always blame that my step was wronged by this thing. I was doing very perfectly. It was just too much of clothing that never made me happen. With that, thanks for the topic and back to the table topic of the table topic master.
Thank you, Plash. Both the topics, I think both the things are very much interesting for everyone. It will not only entertain you, but it will keep you hot. So both of the things are very good. Okay, so I will urge a guest to participate. Can we have any participant? Can you raise your hand? And I will request you to come up on video mode. Can I take names or anyone can come? It will be an
I
interesting
think
topic.
Suchit has raised his hand.
Okay, Suchit. Okay. Okay, Suchit, for you, the topic is assume if there were no season except winter, how do you see our world look like?
Well, this is a quite an ideal situation that you have said, because I am really not a big fan of winters actually. And being a very outdoor person, I think given a choice that if I would be given a choice that I'm in a weather like Mumbai or in Goa, I would be really happy. And so that you can play throughout the year, you can play sports, you are energetic, you are happy to be out of the bed, and you are down and running and doing stuff what you like to do. But at the same time, being too hot, in terms of like weather being too hot is also a big challenge. But yeah, a moderate temperature is the perfect weather that I would like to be in. And given a choice that if winters are eradicated, so it won't be a bad idea though. But yes, I can survive, and I think I'll be able to survive well. And if not, if not, I would be happy either way. If there is not too much of even if there is not much of a winter. And but on the other side, the basically all these festivals that come in the winters add a little bit it adds flavor to the winter. So I enjoy this winters as well. It is not something that I'm totally against it, but yeah, this 2 months of winters are bearable. But other than that, I'm quite in favor of a moderate temperature, or a relatively because I would like to be on the beach, or and I don't mind going mountains as well, considering if it's not that cold. So that's my view. And if winters are not there and summers stay for a longer or forever. So over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Suchit. I can understand, being a sporty person, in winter we cannot play a longer like we do in sunny days or on hot days. So I can relate your situation. I can understand the situation. So next, let's move to the next topic. Can we have guests to participate? Anyone from guest? Neeru, Irshita, Amna, there are a lot of guests. Can we have guests?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. So your topic is, it is an interesting one. Bathing or lying in bed covered in blanket. What would you choose?
Lying in the bed. Thank you, Toastmaster, for giving me the opportunity for this table topic. And the table topic is lying in the bed or parking
Lying in a bed covered with blanket or bathing?
or pathing. Okay.
Bathing.
Pathing.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
taking a bath.
Taking a bath. Yeah. I would like to lying in the bed on the blanket, because winter is a season where we get less time to enjoy that. And most of the time, we have to get up early in the morning. We have to go to office and the schools to the kids. Then whenever I get the time, I trying to sleep in my blanket with the cozy blanket, and enjoy the winters. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Neeru. Okay, let's move to the next topic. Can we have participants? Anyone want to participate? Be it a member or a guest? Can you raise your hand? No one? We have quite good topics. Yes, Digant. Okay. So
Alright.
for Digant, for you, can you share any memory or trip in winters that you want to share with us?
All right, so I'm little bit modifying it. So I was at like I was in Kashmir. I was in Ladakh a few years back, and we were on the way to highest motorable pass, Khardungla, and it was so much ice that even in the month of April, it was looking like North Pole has incarnated once again. But there was one thing that happened over there, that Khardungla that time was, and the road was under construction in Khardungla. And we were regaling the atmosphere, but there was a risk. And that risk was, since there was a lot of ice, cars were skidding. So they were chained, and it was literally a lot of precaution and lot of risk that was being taken for taking us to Khardungla. And in the middle of that, something strange happened. As car got little bit skidding, one of our co-passengers panicked. Although it was not a big issue, the issue was handled very well, and it was just a minor thing, but it was a big panic mode that time, which led to a lot of chaos around our car and led us to go back. But I remembered one thing from that trip. No matter how much enthusiastic or adventurous a person is, there are people in every trip who needs to be handled regarding their panic mode, as well as there are people who are willing to handle this panic mode. So whenever I used to go on group trip, I remember that, okay, I have to handle good, confident people as well as those people who might get literally very scared. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Rikan, for your participation. I remember one of my incident like yours. We were 5 people. One of my friend, we used to go a Triund. I think most of us knows about it. Triund. So at that time, when we start the trekking, the season and the weather was very good. It was the hot day. But when we reach at the top and stay there for a night, then suddenly in the night, there was lots of snow and the temperature goes down. So we all got scared. And it was like we were able to get back to home or not. So all of us were very, very frightened that time. So I can understand the situation. There are things like it get more dangerous and it gets more serious. So thank you. And timer, can you confirm if we have time to take another topics?
Yes, I think we can take one more topic.
Okay. So I would urge guests to participate. If we can have any guest who would like to participate, please come up on video mode or raise your hand. Or anyone, any member? Yes, yes, Priyanka.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
could go for one.
Thank you for your interest. Let me give you a topic. Okay. So, okay. So what do you love the most in winter season?
What do I love the most in winter season?
Yes.
Okay. So the winter season is a bit of an alien concept for me, as most of you know by now. I do wish to somehow experience the winter at least once in my in my adult life, because I've experienced it as a child, but don't have a very fresh memory of it. But one thing that we do during like the November, December months is we make gajar ka halwa at home. And that is something that I relish because my mom makes it really, really well. And she knows all of our, the kind of taste that all of us really like. We don't like overly sweet things, but at the same time, it needs to have that rich flavor. So she somehow, I think my mom is a super mom, because somehow she is able to reduce the sweetness of the gajar ka halwa and still make it so rich and delectable and delicious that it's brilliant, it's amazing, and it's something that I'll carry with me throughout my life. Sometime during now to maybe December, I might learn to cook with her as well. So let's see if I can pick this up and use it in my future as well. So yes, it's gajar ka halwa, and thank you so much for the amazing topic, table topic master, and over to you.
Thank you, Priyanka. I think everyone want to taste that gajar ka halwa, if we can. Okay, so I think that's all from table topic session. Can we have poll for the best table topic speaker? Okay. So do we need to take within 30 seconds, or participant can give their words side by side?
Table topic master, is this the time to share any disqualifications if there are?
Yes, please. If there are disqualification, please share with us.
Okay, just give me a second, please. Yes, we have one disqualification because the time exceeded, the time limit was exceeded beyond the grace 30 seconds.
Okay. Okay, thank you, timer. Yeah. So thank you everyone for your active participation. With this, I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Amandeep.
Thank you, Ghulam. Nicely handled and very nice questions. Okay, with this, the next part of our meeting is an important round of a Toastmasters meeting. In this round, constructive feedback is given to each speaker as well as to the overall meeting so that members can benefit from the experience of evaluators and become better speakers. For this, we have the journal evaluator to conduct the session. I would now like to hand over the session to journal evaluator of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Amandeep. Thanks for introducing me. With this, I'd like you all to remember that we grow only when we are able to evaluate what we did. And when you evaluate what we did, there are always some positives and some negatives. So today in this session, we will discuss all the things that happened throughout the meeting, from the time the Sergeant at Arms took the stage to the time when I will leave the stage. Everything will be evaluated. And since it is a very big task to evaluate whole of the meeting, I'd like to break down the session into three parts for everyone's convenience. The first part, in this evaluation of all the prepared speeches will happen, that whatever prepared speeches was given will be evaluated by the speech evaluators. In the second part, I'll take the help of our auxiliary role team that we introduced earlier, that they will help us to know the quality and the work that we all have displayed. And the third part, I'll just have a general evaluation of whole of this meeting. I would like all of you to bear with me as it will get boring, as all learnings does at the end of the day. But I'll just try to make it not that boring that it is known for. With that, let's start and bring up on the stage the first evaluator, Toastmaster Richa, to evaluate Toastmaster Chehik. With a huge round of applause, guys, please everyone put your hands together who are on the screen and whosoever is not on the screen. You can come up and give a applause to Richa.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Firstly, I would like to congratulate the speaker for delivering such a great speech. Food is above all five senses, and I'm sure the thought of tasting and discovering new and different flavor profiles excites everyone. And I loved the way the speaker talked about paneer butter masala throughout the speech. And every time the speaker mentioned cottage cheese, it made my mouth water. I really like the vocal variety. Each and every word was crisp and clear. The speaker maintained eye contact throughout the speech. The confidence was top notch, and I loved the expressions used by the speaker. For example, the conversation she portrayed between her mom and dad. It has stage movement, good expressions, and a great voice modulation. And the way she was speaking about paneer butter masala, cottage cheese, and food, it really showed her love for cooking and how hard she had worked to make that butter masala. So every speech can be made better. So I have a few recommendations for the speaker for the speech to get better. First, the speaker can work upon the voice modulation. For example, when the speaker said, I felt nostalgic, it lacked some voice modulation and it looked plain and simple. So, the speaker could have worked upon that. Second, hand gestures. The hand gestures synced with the speech, but I noticed at some points the speaker only made use of the right hand and did not make use of the left hand. Making use of both the hands, it looks great. And if the speaker could have done that, it would have created a great impact to the audience. Third, the speaker could have made a better use of the stage. There was a stage movement only once when she portrayed the conversation between her mom and dad, given that there was a lot of space there. So all in all, it was a great speech, amazing vocal variety, great eye contact. The speaker portrayed confidence throughout the speech. The expressions were great. Only if the speaker can incorporate the recommendation which I have given, the speech can go to next level. I am looking forward to hear more amazing speeches from the speaker, and I want to wish all the best for the upcoming speeches. Over to you, the general evaluator.
You are on mute.
Mute.
Pardon my manners, guys. Thank you. Okay, with that, let's move on to the next speech evaluator. This time we'll have the evaluation of Toastmasters Ayush speech by Toastmaster Sana. And I request you all to please give a huge round of applause to Toastmaster Sana and welcome on the stage. Everyone who is not on the screen can give a virtual round of applause.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I would first like to congratulate Toastmaster Ayush on completing his speech from Level 2 Project 3. Toastmaster Ayush spoke about how different mentors made a positive difference in his life, and he also shared with us his learnings, Toastmasters learning, which were very inspiring. The first thing that I really liked about Toastmasters Ayush's speech was his power-packed performance. His energy levels were very high, which were good enough to catch the attention of the audience. The second thing that I liked about Toastmaster Ayush's speech were his facial expressions and his hand gestures. He seemed totally engrossed in his character, which looked really well on him. The third thing that I liked about Toastmaster Ayush's speech was the use of voice modulation, which he tried at many places, and that also worked quite nicely for him. However, every good speech has a scope for improvement that can take it to next level. And here are a few of my recommendations for Toastmaster Ayush. Firstly, the title of the speech should be such that the audience gets some idea what the speaker should be talking about. However, the title of Toastmaster Ayush's speech did not convey the main idea. Secondly, I felt that Toastmaster Ayush spoke at a fast pace. He could have reduced his pace and introduced some pauses. The third thing I felt was Toastmaster Ayush was standing very close to the camera. He could have stood a bit farther so that at least his upper torso was visible. But overall, it was a very energetic performance with good facial expressions, hand gestures, and voice modulation. The few things that Toastmaster Ayush can work upon are the speed of his delivery, the angle, the camera angle, and the title of the speech. With that, I would like to wish Toastmaster Ayush all the very best for his future speeches. Over to the general evaluator.
Okay, I'm not mute. Hi, thank you, Sana. Thanks for that good evaluation. I hope everyone benefited with that. And now let's welcome on the stage our last evaluator. He's Toastmaster Digant. He will evaluate Toastmaster Astha on her speech. With a round of applause, guys, everyone, let's put our hands together virtually or on the screen.
Thanks, Toastmaster Palash. Here I am with my evaluation of Toastmaster Asta's speech. And honestly, I must say, ab initio, from the starting itself, I regaled the speech of Toastmaster Asta. And reason behind it was she shared her personal experience related to mentoring. Now, I have noticed that in most of the speeches, what is the thing that makes it more interesting is personal experience, which makes audience connect with speaker on a personal level, and which strengthens the interest of audience. And same thing happened in this speech. My second commendation is that I saw a good stage movement and good usage of hand gestures. The speaker was able to move here or here, just showing various roles. Now coming to my recommendation. My first recommendation relates to my earlier commendation itself. Although there were good usages of hand gestures, but there were certain things like some longer pauses, some of some hand gestures which were little bit like clasping or something like that in this way, which were showing that a little bit less confidence. So a speaker can practice the speech more and more in order to strengthen the confidence. As is told in Toastmasters, we should be giving a speech not as a speech, but as a conversation that we will be having with other friends in our day-to-day life. My second recommendation is that I suggest that vocal variety can be improved, which can also improve the enthusiasm. Vocal variety is something that is the best tool for any speaker to shore up the enthusiasm, not only for the speech, but also among the audience who are listening the speech. I suggest there is a project in Pathways, Understanding the Vocal Variety, which can be referred to for improving the vocal variety more. Apart from this, I also noticed, now coming to recommendations, that there was good eye contact and the movement of eyes was resonating with the speech. Apart from this, I was also persuaded in the end because there was a good call to action. So all in all, speaker did a fantastic job in explaining about Toastmasters mentoring. Just working upon vocal variety can help this speech being taken to another level. Although this was one of the best Toastmasters mentoring speech I ever heard. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Digant. That was a very good evaluation. With this, I'd request you all to please vote for the best evaluator. I'd like to ask the timer, is there anyone who exceeded the time limit? Timer.
No.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we just managed to save.
Thanks, Toastmaster Deepthi, for that and a good laughter. I request you all to please vote for it. And as everyone is voting, I like to give my evaluation of the evaluators without wasting any time. First is Toastmaster Richa. Toastmaster Richard did a fantabulous job at coming up and giving recommendation, commendation, recommendation. This is what a sandwich approach we try to follow in Toastmasters for the benefits of guests and everyone. We try to point out the positive things that the speaker was able to do, something the speaker can improve on, and lastly, something that the speaker did very well, so that everyone can digest the evaluation that we have. On this note, Richard did really well. She had some good recommendations, commendations, and recommendations. One thing I'd like to suggest her for is like show the examples that you're talking about. You stuck upon cottage cheese so long that we do not know whether it was a recommendation or commendation. You can give out examples where cottage cheese was a recommendation and examples where cottage cheese was a commendation. just separating them. And also try to use some more words. Like I also find myself on short of word. You were repeating so much on loved that it was getting repetitive. We can work on that. Moving on to Toastmaster Sana for evaluating Toastmaster Ayush. She did a fantabulous job by coming up like with giving up the brief of the speech so that everyone knows that what was talked about, since it has been a time being. She did one thing that I like to point out for that, give examples when we are talking about something. When we are talking about that his pace was not right, you can give example that how he can improve upon it. When we are talking about he was not able to use the stage place, you can give an example where you thought he could have used the stage space, so that these things will help out this everyone in the room. How do you think the speech could be made better? And the person also knows that where he wasn't able to do the best of his. Moving on to Toastmaster Digant. Toastmaster Digant was a perfect package. Anyone can say he gave out a brief, he gave out commendations, illustrated with examples, give out recommendations. One thing that Digant I think you can work on is timing. We generally try to keep it within the time period so that the message is conveyed and everyone is on stage. That is my evaluation. If anyone wants to give me a recommendation on my evaluations, please ping me on the personal chat. I would welcome it. I hope the voting is done. Can get anyone confirm that?
Yeah, it's done.
Okay, thank you. Let's move on without wasting any time. I'd like to knock out the person who's going to help me take the meeting in the forward direction with giving a very good evaluations. With that, with a huge round of applause, and I mean it's a huge round of applause because for 2 hours these guys are working continuously and keeping a tab on everyone. Please welcome on stage the grammarian of the day, that is Toastmaster Priyanka. Everyone, please come up on the screen, give a round of applause for our fellow Toastmaster from Mumbai. If you cannot, please give a virtual hand.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Plush. Now, I would like to share my report for today's meeting. So I would illustrate the good usage as well as the not so good usage of English that has happened throughout the meeting. So we'll start with the good usage. So there were some really nice terms and words and phrases that were used today. So going down to some of the good ones, there was zeroing down, hit home, the elevator button of my life was a very creative use of English. Indelible mark, dream for sleep lovers, as the winters creep up to you. There was a use of this figure of speech called onomatopoeia, which when I'll explain what it is. So basically, this figure of speech means that you actually imitate the sound of something that's happening. So when you do brr for like to show that you're actually shivering, that was one of the uses of onomatopoeia that happened today. And the last one was top notch. Now, coming to the not so good usage of today, there was some misuse of grammar throughout the meeting today. So the first one was it is very much resembles. If you could just make it very much resembles, that would be great. Second is I will listen everything. It should be I will listen to everything. Third is 3 plate breads. It would be better if it could be 3 plates of bread. Fourth one is datas. It's always data. Data is the plural of data. When I'm stuck and became impatient, that's misuse of tense. It should be when I'm stuck and become impatient. Everything goes perfect. It should be everything goes perfectly. And last but not least, audience who are listening the speech, it should be audience who is listening to the speech. So these are some of the words, some of the good and not so good usage of English that I would like to illustrate today. So thank you so much, General Evaluator, and back to you.
Yeah, sound check. I'm back. Thank you, Toastmaster Priyanka. It was a really nice one, and we owe you to the Mumbai. Thanks. Let's move on to the next one with a round of applause. And I mean round of applause. Please, everyone, put your hands together for Toastmaster Anshu as our counter calling up on the stage.
Okay, thank you. So it was my pleasure listening carefully to all of you, and all the speeches as well as Toastmaster table topic discussions kept me regaled throughout the meeting. I am going to present my report, which might help you to make your speech effective. So, Toastmaster Check did not use any filler words. Toastmaster Astha took 2 long pauses. Toastmaster Ayush took 1 long pause. Toastmaster Amandeep used filler words like like, 3-4 times. Toastmaster Gulam used filler words like 3 times. Toastmaster Tariq used filler words like 2 times. Toastmaster Sanchit used 4 times. Toastmaster Digant used filler words like 5 times. So this was from my side. I just hand over this to Palash now.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anshu. It was really nice knowing that are not that much into the meeting, and I hope I didn't make one right now. With that, let's move on and call on the stage the last and the most important, the second last and the most important person, Toastmaster Deepti, to give out the timing roles of everyone. Round of applause, guys. It is time to put your hands together. Put your hands together, everyone. Yes, Toastmaster Deepti.
Thank you. So let me just start the timer for myself as well. I shouldn't be spared either. We had a good steady meeting today, and the detailed report is available on the site. We only had one disqualification that was in the table topic section. Otherwise, everybody was within the time limits. And thank you, Toastmaster Palash, for pointing out that we need to monitor our own times and keep a clock check. That is how I would like to narrate my timing script and hand it back to you, TM Palash G, for the day. Thank you. So the TikToker signs off. Thank you.
Thank you, Deepti. Thanks you for the report, and thank you for your time and keeping us in time. With this, it is time for one of the most intelligent, or I'll say the person with the most open ear, to come up and take the stage. Everyone, with round of applause, please welcome our VP Education, Toastmaster Iqbal. I think everyone put their hands together now, right? This is the time.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Plus. Hi, everyone. I am the active listener of the day. I came back with the set of questions. So are you guys ready to test your listening skills? So guys, the questions coming to you. The rule is when I will ask the questions, you need to raise your hand. Those person who will give the answer directly would disqualify. Now, the first question is, which dish is prepared by Chehek in the lockdown? Priyanka, Toastmaster Priyanka.
Paneer butter masala.
Correct answer. Thank you so much.
Jake, is there anything else you prepare other than paneer?
The next question is related to these questions as well. How much time it took to prepare the paneer masala in the lockdown?
Sana, not personal experience do not count.
Toastmaster Richa?
2.5 hours.
No, I'm
2
sorry.
hours.
तीन लगा रहे थे सही सही.
Anyone else? Sana, would you like to try?
It was 2.5 hours only. I mean,
Oh,
Yes.
no, it
Right,
wasn't.
right, Chehek?
It was correct. Yeah.
Let's be modest.
Right,
We
right
said 2
answer.
hours.
No, Digant,
No,
it
it's
was
two
a
and
2.5.
Yeah,
it was 2.5 hours.
Yes.
Tell Chehek,
Enough.
Chehek can tell. Yeah, it's 2.5.
It was 2.5.
I'm right.
Richa
I'm
was right.
also right.
Active listener wasn't active enough.
Yeah.
I'm the active listener and I'm confirming that, yeah, 2.5 means the 2.5 hours was the correct answer. Is the correct answer. So Sana, yeah, you just give the right answer. The next question is, Toastmaster Astha has fear of something. as she said in her speech. Could someone tell what was that?
Living.
Fear of trying for the first time.
Yeah, correct answer, Toastmaster Sahib, Tariq. The next question is, what is the name of Ayu's mentor?
Oh, I know this one. Or do I? I do.
Next question is, what is the name of Ayu's mentor? Okay, Toastmaster Deepti.
I think there were a couple of them.
Life is one of them, eh?
There was Toastmaster Gaurav. There was Toastmaster Saurabh.
You need to just name full name, means you need to just recite the full name, not the first name. Toastmaster Astha.
Gaurav Agarwal.
Oh, nahi
Yeah,
galat hai.
I know that. Actually, Astha is also Agrawal, I think, right? That's why.
Yes.
Yes, you remember the name. Great.
And from a distance, Asta looks totally in the mood today. It looks as if her background is snowflake.
I know. Astha just give the right answer because there was some connection between Ayush and Astha. That was Agrawal. Okay, the next question is, what is the key to success as per Ayush? In his, yeah, please raise your hand. What was the key to success as per the Ayush speech? Toastmaster Plus,
No, sorry.
are you raising your hand?
No, I just.
Okay, please keep down your
He's
hand.
just playing with the pen.
Aim for the highest.
Toastmaster
Aim for the
Sama.
highest.
Did you raise your hand? No, he's just calling.
No, you need to raise your hand, Tariq. You are breaking the
also
rules.
hand.
He's doing thumbs up.
Breaking the rules.
So there's
Yeah.
no raise hand option, na? That's why I'm using hands up.
But he did not invite
Thumbs up,
you
sorry.
to answer.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
Ask Sana to answer. She knows it. Now everyone knows it.
All right. So, guys, the next question's coming to you. Digant, share a memory in the table topic speech. What was the place he visited?
Oh yeah, I know this one.
Guys, please raise your hand.
This is me raising my
Toastmaster
hand.
Plus. Yeah, plus I'm
Ladakh.
giving you.
Ladakh
Yeah,
it
this is
was.
the correct
Ladakh.
answer.
Yeah, I know.
Correct answer.
Thank you.
Sorry, that was Khardunga.
Sorry, Digant, it was Ladakh. In Ladakh, Khadunga was there.
You
Okay.
two can settle it out any other time.
I take my destinations very seriously.
The next questions, I'm moving to the next questions. We have limited time. Toastmaster Suchit, which type of weather he like? Actually, I'm not able to see the participants. Timer, could you please close this? Okay, I'm just going to settle in few minutes. Toastmaster Gulam.
Summer.
Sorry.
It's a summer season.
No, it's not a right answer. Anyone else can try? Raise your hand. Toastmaster Asta.
Warm weather.
I think it's not a right answer. Toastmaster Plus.
Moderate. Neither too cold nor too hot.
Yeah, this is a correct answer. He like nor cold, neither hot.
Just like my
He
coffee.
like a moderate. Yes. The next questions I have, probably it's the last one. What was the recommendation given by Toastmaster Sana for Toastmaster Ayush?
Can I say,
Yeah, you can do this one.
as a speaker, can I say?
No, sorry, you can't. Yeah, Toastmaster Asta, I think you are one of the active listener.
Yeah, so she recommended pauses.
Anything else?
Facial expressions.
Facial expressions.
Nahi.
Great.
Nahin.
Actually,
Ayush,
there
we
was
do
one
not
of
agree with
yeah.
you, bro.
Ayush, please, yeah,
Facial expressions
you
for
can
his strength.
Why? I wrote
It's
it.
asking the recommendation.
recommendation. I'm asking for recommendation. Anyone else wants to try?
Edge movement.
I want to try like.
Yes, Ansu, please go for it.
So she recommended something around the title of his speech.
Yes, wow. It should be different.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was one of the them, one of them.
and what was other? The camera, the positioning of camera was the other recommendation she.
Swati, are you going
Yes,
someplace?
Swati, you can tell, please. You are raising your hand, I think.
I
Yes,
think you
Anshu
should have
already
a
said
mask
that.
on.
Yeah,
Traveling
I have
without
a mask.
mask.
No, no, mask is on. So that's the
Yeah, it was that the
recommendation.
title. It was
Speech
basically
title and camera angle.
title, camera angle, and one was the last one was the message. The message was missing in the speech. Okay, all right. With I'm just ending the session as an active listener. The best active listener award goes to Toastmaster Asta. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Iqbal. And since the award did not went with me, you will have some repercussions for that. Let's moving on. Let's have a voting for the best auxiliary role players. Apart from the pan, I'll request everyone to please go on the link and vote for the best auxiliary role player. And as you are doing that, I'll do what I'm here to do to evaluate the auxiliary role players. Let's start with the grammarian. Grammarian did a very, very good job, I'd say. The role was very nicely explained. The thumb up job was done throughout the meeting. The word of the day was very well selected and it resonated with the meeting theme. The report that was given by the grammarian was very detailed. It had examples, it had quotes, it had everything. There was nothing out of line for the grammarian's report. Just one thing I'd like her to include is just give out the count of the word of the day, number of times the word of the day is used, and at the last, if you can spare some time, make everyone use the word of the day. You can like point people out to use the word of the day so that it can get up on their tongues and they remember it afterwards. It was a very regal experience, Toastmaster Pranker. With that, let's move on to the next auxiliary role player, Toastmaster Anshu. Anshu, you started your speech really well. It started with food and it resonated with me. I don't know about anyone else, but it was really nice. You gave out examples of what are the things that you're going to look for, and you even gave out examples when you were giving out the report. This was just one recommendation that stay at a point when you're giving an example. You just run through it. If you could stay and let people absorb where the is coming, is coming, so that they will absorb that these are three different sounds that are coming up, where the long pauses are coming up. Rest, it was very well done. Moving on to Toastmaster Deepthi. Deepthi, that smile of yours won the hearts. Thank you. It was a very well done role. You were always there timing up. There's just one thing, like even if you're giving a report verbally after that, you are giving an attachment, just give out a very brief introduction to everyone so that they understand where they stand. If you do not want to give it time by time, you can use some other means that you have so that everyone has a little bit of idea that what they stand up with Toastmaster Iqbal. Oh my God, you are the VP. I won't say much about you, but since we are here on it, it was a very nicely concluded. You included the theme very nicely into your product introduction that you were giving. Two things that I like to point out is whenever yes we are saying good afternoon or good morning in Toastmasters, we prefer to just illustrate with Toastmasters rather than ladies and gentlemen, so that it covers everyone without leaving a boy or girl out like me. And you can be a little more energetic and fast forward when you're giving out questions, so that it maintains that energy and people do not lag behind. And you can even complete it within the given time slot so that everyone is on page and does not become boring by the end of it. Thank you all the auxiliary role players. Without you the meeting would hadn't been possible. I request everyone to please put your hands together for the very good work done by all the auxiliary role players. I mean everyone, like you can do it virtually also. Thank you. And with this, I hope the voting for the best auxiliary role player is done. And now it is time for me to give what I feel about the meeting. The meeting started promptly on time. Kudos to Sergeant Arms for that. He started with a very good statement that resonated with the whole of the theme, and it was really nice. The mission statement was read out, the parliamentarian notes were read out. Congratulations for that. Winter is a season for celebration. Moving on to the presiding officer was there. He introduced the theme, he introduced the guests, he introduced everyone by picking up the name. Very well done, presiding officer. You can just keep on giving the round of applause. These people put a lot of hard work into that. Now moving on to the our Toastmaster of the day. The first time she's doing it, and it was a very well done job till now. And for me, it is Amandeep. It was very well done. It was a very well nice start. I just hoped in the starting that she does not freeze off by the end of the meeting. The way she's having so many clothes around her, but she is still alive, and I hope she'll be alive by the end of it. I like the way she used props, like she brought up all those things. It was really nice. She explained the meeting structure and had the sprinkle of the theme throughout the explaining of the meeting structure. So it kept the theme going with the structure and not break it off at the point that I have explained the theme, now just go on to the meeting structure. So that was a very well done round. And she introduces the speakers very nicely. The one thing that I really liked is that though she did not get a chance to be a table topic master speaker, she replied spontaneously to Toastmaster Ayush when asked a question. It was very well done for the first time roles that you did. With that, thank you, Toastmaster Amandi, for coming up, taking this role, and being so good at it. Moving on to the table topic master. Table topic master is Toastmaster Gulam. I think it was his first or second role, I don't know. But it was also very well done and portrayed. The idea of the role was relayed to everyone. The importance of the session was told. Just one thing that I can say to you is make sure that the everyone participates. Like when I'm on the stage and people are not raising their hands, you can actually call them out by their name and to promote them and give them motivation to come up and take the role, because people do not feel that confident to come up on the role. So you can put some confidence and everyone can help you out in that. Table topics chosen were very well centric to the theme and they were easy to speak on, I'd say. It was a very well done job and the conclusion was also very well. So Gulam, kudos to you for such a good session and I hope I see you in action much more. Thank you, buddy, for taking up the role. And with this, there's just a general recommendation that I have for everyone. Like when I'm speaking to the screen, it becomes very mundane to look just at the names. It looks like I'm just recording myself. So I'd request all of you to please switch on your cameras throughout whenever anyone is speaking, so that when your chance come up, people have their cameras on and you know what you're speaking is having what kind of effect with audience and the learning really happens. Because without the faces, we do not actually know that the way we are speaking is having any effect or not. So if we are here, we are putting our time, let's put a little more contribution to that and just switch on our cameras and welcome our family members if they would like to come to the meeting. Everyone would like to see more members onto the screen. With this, I'd like to conclude my session and give the stage back to the very well done job by the table Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Amandeep. I hope everyone will put their hands together for such a well done work. Thank you.
Thank you, Palash. Wonderful job. No words. I'm falling short of words. How well you have done. I hope I'll be able to match to this level at one day,
Yeah,
certain point of.
just lose a scarf. I think that's getting too warm.
Even I started feeling cold.
I have something for you, Palash. When I asked him, how does an ideal date during winter looks like? the, okay, the Palash's response was chilly night and hot food with a little bit of morale booster. So I'm still in a thinking mode. What is this little bit of morale booster?
As in the name of Captain Jack Sparrow, it always evaporates. You need to
Okay.
know, you know.
Well, great. So I have something to show to all of you over here. I like you might feel evocative of your of the time when you used to have time to observe these things. So I'm presenting my screen. Let me know when you're able to see it. Are you able to see it? Are you?
Yes.
Okay. So we're talking about the winter mornings. So it starts with tea and coffee bonfire. No, I'm not featuring anyone over here. So it is just a desi, picture, tapri, chai wala, tapri wala, outside your office area or nearby people, gets together and have tea and coffee and enjoy. Also, when we enjoy that afternoon delight while lunchtime, when there is extremely dense fog almost everywhere. I'm actually longing for it. I love this. And when we all dream of vacations.
Every day, I suppose.
Now, every day. So when blanket is our best companion.
Asta, they're talking about you if you're there.
And they do not.
Thank you.
And when it is time for the Christmas and New Year, it's around the corner. Favorite, thing of the year. And when there comes the festival Lohri, those who are Punjabis, they understand what Lohri is. And it is winters here. It is winters here. Okay.
Winter is coming.
Yeah. So it is just, around the corner. For some like me, I'm wearing this scarf, warm scarf. It is already, right.
They are doing its job.
Okay. So I would like everyone to, come on the video, please. Iqbal, Astha, everyone. I'll take 5 minutes of yours. I have one very small activity lined up for you. So it's all about winters. So, we'll have one small activity. We have to connect the sentences so that it becomes a story, not so meaningful, but a random story, even if it does not make any sense. So everybody has to, say one sentence, whatever comes to their mind whenever they think of winters or whenever they are, listening to what other person is saying. So I'll start it with like this. Winters are all about hot chocolates, warm clothes, lunch dates, winter vacations, delectable homemade paranthas. Next one, Deepti. Anything, just impromptu, whatever comes to your mind.
Winters is also about winter vacations.
Iqbal.
You are mute.
Mute. Fast.
Winter is all about the food and clothes and blanket and sleeping and all.
Astha.
Yes.
Winter is about not bathing for a week.
Oh.
Did you actually do that?
Oh my God. Okay. Digan.
All right. So for me, an ideal winter is just like the American style one, wearing a long coat, having gloves, and having a nice and strong cappuccino in hand and
Oh my
moving
God.
towards office. I'm coffee freak, sorry.
Okay. So I'm a tea lover. We are Desi people. Punjabis. Okay, Sana.
Means tea is on second number.
Sana.
Winters are about Christmas, New Year, my parents' anniversary, my birthday, my grandparents' birthday. And I'm a winter person, so I always enjoy winters a lot.
Same here. I love winter. Tech.
Hi, sorry. So winters for me is about holidays because between Christmas, New Year, it is the holiday season. At work, we get a lot of leaves around that time. So it's holidays for me.
Yes. Swati.
Winter is about having an outdoor meeting with Toastmasters, maybe in a park.
Swati, can't we see your beautiful face?
Okay. So let's have an outdoor meeting this winter.
I haven't seen for a while. Okay, nice.
I hope you stay alive till then.
Rest of the people, I want you to unmute yourself. Come on video. If Rohan is there, Amna, Ishita, please. It is very impromptu. You just have to unmute yourself. Let's say something. Express, please. Tariq.
Amna, we're waiting for you actually.
Tariq, Amna, Gulam.
For me, it's all about wedding season.
Wedding season. Lot of like food and dressing up.
For me, it is all about food and enjoying the warm time in our cozy blankets in bed.
Yes, for everyone it is the same, I think. Is Rohan there? Anshu, can you unmute yourself? Come on video, please. Okay. Well, so Amna, I think you are there.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. Hi, Amna.
Hi.
You want to express something? You want to say something about winters?
No, actually, in the city like Bombay, I don't actually experience winter seasons.
Yeah.
So
Otherwise,
I hope that I.
winters?
Yeah,
No,
sorry.
you haven't experienced like before.
Yeah, I have in my
Okay,
village.
yeah. So you love winters.
Yeah.
Great, great. Okay, so it was a great meeting today. I would like to thank each one of you for the wonderful meeting. And with this note, we would like to, hello? Hello?
Yes, yes, Aman.
Yes,
Everyone
Aman.
is listening to you.
Hello?
Aman, hi.
Yeah, Aman, we are listening. Please continue.
Okay, yeah. Sorry. I think there was some network connection from my end. I hope I am audible and visible too. So okay, so I would like to give the stage to presiding officer, and we'd like to then end the meeting. Thank you. We'd like to give a huge round of applause to everyone.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aman. Our president, Toastmaster Batra, is stuck on one urgent call. So I am doing the role of acting president. So guys, now we should go for the voting of best role player. Just I'm dropping the link in the chat box. Please vote for the best role player. I think it's done. So now we already discussed the many aspects of winter season. We just discussed the fun part, how we are enjoying the season. The many people like the most about the winter. The many people like in between they don't like the hot and cold. I wanted to ask one questions. Everyone, I will just come one by one. Please tell me one thing that you don't like about winter season. I will start with Toastmaster Plus. You need to say a
Well, I was born on the most chilliest night in 1993. I don't hate anything about winters. There can't be anything I can hate about winters.
Great. Toastmaster Aman, one thing that you don't like about winter.
So it is getting up early in the morning, dragging yourself out of the blanket,
Yeah, it's a very common.
the most difficult part for me.
Great. Toastmaster Digant.
Till 1 or 2 p.m. That's it. It's not possible.
I literally hate winter at that moment when it messes around with me, especially when I have to put my signatures on a form and due to cold, my hands are jammed. I literally hate that moment.
Yeah, for me, like whenever we need to bath in an urgent basis and our geyser is not working, then it's a big challenge for us to. So I just don't like this part. Toastmaster Deepti, would you like to say something?
I love the hills, but I hate the fact that we fall sick ever too often in winters. So that's the pain point.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepti. Toastmaster Chehak, which part you don't like about winter?
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't like the fact that we don't get a lot of sunlight. So there's very little sunlight. So I don't like that because it's very cold and then we crave for the sun, and that's when we don't get it.
Yeah. Jack, you are very right. I know that the many people I just seen, they are very fair, and but due to the winter seasons, the whole day they are just sitting in the sun and their color slightly change. I can understand what you're trying to say.
Under
Toastmasters,
the
Sana?
sun with groundnuts and little bit of jaggery, that works.
Yes.
And we are forgetting about the smog as well.
Oh,
Talked
it
about
comes.
fog,
Yeah.
but there's a smog as well.
That's past and
I
parcel of
think
nowadays.
Guys, now it's turn to Sana. Please let her speak.
I'm like Flash. I also like winters a lot. I don't like hot weather. But if there's something I don't like in winters, it's like dressing up too much when we are going to a party and we don't want to dress up. We don't want to dress up in layers. We want to show off our clothes.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
saris, they don't
Then
go
it
well with
becomes
dress up.
a bit difficult.
Take a little bit of moral courage.
Bas,
No,
ho gaya.
there are many people who are so dare. Even in the winter, they just wear the very short dresses.
Yeah.
We need guts. Toastmaster Gulan, would you like to share something?
Yes, for me, I think everything is very good in winter. Just one thing, I don't like to go outside.
Oh my God.
Whether it is a discipline, office, work, school, anything.
Okay,
this is
so
everything.
now it's a perfect season for you. Work from home and be in the home.
I'm doing that.
Toastmaster Tariq.
So the worst thing about winters would be seeing your spouse or your friend lying on the bed, and you have an early morning office and you have to go out. That's the worst thing.
I
Seeing
think
watching someone sleep in the bed and you have to go out.
great. I can understand. Tariq, you are doing very well. Now the Toastmaster Swati.
Dry skin.
Dry skin. Yeah, this is one of the sensitive matter in the winter.
Swati, humans made one thing. It is called moisturizer.
Yeah, we
It is
need to carry
easily
the
available
Vaseline
on
and all.
stores.
We have to apply that again and again. I hate this.
Okay, there are a few more people. Toastmaster Ansu, would you like to say something? Toastmaster Priyanka.
Yeah, I think from whatever I remember of winter, I think the biggest thing that I hated was to actually wake up in the morning and have to dress up in so many layers, just like Sana said. But more than the layers, it was the amount of time that it took to get into those layers, because until then you were freezing. So I think that was the worst experience for me as a kid.
Yeah, thank you so much, Toastmaster Priyanka. I think the one guys left, that is Isita. Toastmaster Isita, would you like to say something? I think Isita is busy somewhere. So guys, just I'm closing the meeting within few minutes. About winter, there is one angle that I want to touch today. There's many things that we discussed today that was fantastic. But one thing I would like to focus in the winter is very good for us. But for someone, the winter is very tough. It means that the hardest season for them, those peoples are very poor and they are just lying on besides the road like rickshaw puller and all. So if we should try always to help them, some such type of people, like we have the many old clothes, sweaters and jackets, we can just donate. And if we can help them in any ways, so we should always try to just help such type of people who is struggling in this winter season. And with this, I would like to get some feedback from our guest. Today guest is Toastmaster Isita. Would you like to say something about our meeting? How was the meeting? And any feedback for us? I think Isita is not available here. Toastmaster Priyanka, would you like to give some feedback for us? How was the meeting? Any feedback for improvement?
Sure. I think the meeting was really good, very entertaining. Um, the only thing that could be probably done a little differently would I think there should be like two roles, timer one and timer two. Timer one is like someone who like times the speakers and the table topic speakers and the evaluators, and timer two basically times the role players. So that way it makes the both the timers job easier. So I think that's one thing that that I could suggest. But yeah, I think overall it was a brilliant experience.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Priyanka, for your feedback. Definitely, we are going to looking back all those feedback what you've given to us. Thank you so much. So, guys, now it's time to announce the results. So let's start. The first one, best aux role player. Any guesses? Come on, guys. Best auxiliary role players.
Iqbal, I hope you haven't given that to yourself.
Okay, so best aux role player goes to Toastmaster Iqbal. Thank you so much. The next one is best role player. Any guesses? Best role
Difficult
player.
choice. It was a
Toastmaster
difficult
Plas,
choice.
Toastmaster Gautam, Toastmaster Amandeep.
Amandeep, come on camera. Yeah.
By the way, who is Gotham?
Ghulam, please come on camera. We both would like to.
Guesses,
We all
guys,
like to.
please guess.
I am there.
Yeah, please let's lose together.
Please guess. Best role player. Any guesses? All right. The best role player is going to Toastmaster Plus.
Huh? When did G started winning?
I think I'm doing some mistake. Okay, hold it. Let the announce best evaluator. Best evaluator. Any guesses? Best evaluator.
Richa?
Any more guesses?
Sana?
All of three.
The best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Sana. Now the next one is best table topic speaker. Any guesses, please? The participants was Toastmaster Tariq, Karthik, Toastmaster Plas, Toastmaster Suchit, Toastmaster Digant, Toastmaster Priyanka. The best table topic speaker goes to Toastmaster Plus. Now the last one, best speaker. Any good guesses? Best speaker plus
Asta.
Digant.
Check. Ayush chala gaya kya? Ayush
So
chala gaya?
guys, the best speaker goes to Toastmaster Asta. Thank you so much, guys, for coming and joining the meeting. The love and your support I always encourage. With this, I would like to conclude the meeting. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to end. Okay, bye-bye.